can't do a video without my butters. I hope you guys are doing well. Priestess Tati, volume all the way up. Now it is. It's crazy because as soon as I hit the button, Spirit was like, this is gonna get weird. And I was like, it already has gotten weird. I just want to start off from a vision I had. When was this vision? This might have been 2 weeks ago. It might have been 2 weeks ago, actually. 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks ago. Right. It was basically, it looked like hell. It looked like hell. I really don't know how else to describe it. Just to be as honest as possible here. I feel like I was in either a version of hell, or I was being forced to look at what was going on in maybe a hellish dimension, or whatever these people are trying to. Basically, what I feel like I saw in the vision was people trying to summon this weird, devilish, beastly looking creature. And I'm not going to call him the devil, but it was a weird, I guess you can use the word ghastly. It was evil, basically. And then I follow this guy called Trap House Kitchen, and he does different videos about the metaphysical and what's going on in this world that's linked to our spirituality and stuff like that. And right after I had that vision, he started covering a lot of what was happening at CERN. And I only watched just a little bit of it because it made me feel very uneasy, especially that little commercial or whatever it was. Or so I don't know. It was basically people dancing around a portal. It was just giving very distorted, just a lot of distortion of reality, of what it's like trying to make something evil into something good. And I'm asking Spirit if I should even use the word evil, but it does feel that way. Feels like bad intentions, feels like a lot of dark energy is purposely being opened and brought upon us in a very weird but right in our face kind of way. And right now, as I talk to you, I'm having a vision of astral worlds and the portal that Travis Scott had opened in the middle of his stage. I think I'm having a vision of that because I believe that that actually was linked to something very, very, something from another dimension that was inhuman. A dark spirit. A bunch of dark spirits. To be honest, Astral World opened a bunch of dark spirits. And I think the elite, the powers that be, they get off on a lot of people not having true spiritual knowledge as to what to really do when you feel a lot of darkness. But I also feel like on the flip side, all of this stuff going on, but people have been opening dark portals for a very long time. But with all of this stuff going on now, at the rate it is, I feel like it's being tactically thrown at us by bigger powers than you and I. Not bigger than God, but, you know, government, powers that be, the elite. I told you guys I had a vision in March around my birthday, and it was a bunch of celebrities. I saw Beyonce, I saw The Weeknd, I saw Ariana Grande, I saw a bunch of celebrities. And you guys want to know what they had on? They had on black cloaks, hoods, hooded black cloaks. And truthfully, I believed I had a vision of one of their secret meetings. You know how they talk about, oh, Illuminati meetings, ha ha, he. I definitely had a vision of one. And I, because what at the end of the vision, I saw Beyonce step out of a car as if the queen. And let me tell you, all of this energy that's being pushed out right now, everything has everything to do with everything. The elite is tied in with the celebrities, it's tied in with the government, it's tied in with other people that are spies that are in your neighborhood right now. I feel like we're at a point in time where we're being almost stalked energetically, physically, monetarily. That's why I've been having that message of just prayer, prayer. Pray. Everybody pray. Because at the end of the day, when you're fighting energies such as this that have a lot of evil and a lot of power backing behind them, you have to call upon a higher power, something who's more positive. And I think, I don't want to invoke fear, because fear is the absence of faith. If I ever moved in fear at one point in my life, I know I wouldn't truly still be here. So this is not to inflict fear. This is more so about, our energies being evil-eyed. And there's just protection that comes with that I feel like a lot of people, instead of putting it into protection mode, they end up becoming fearful and freaking out. It's like, whoa, wait, your intuition is a gift and we should listen to it. And if we feel things that aren't just or peaceful or calm to our spirit, we should take that as a stride and add it to our strength. I feel like God at this time wants us to have as much strength and as much faith in Him and the rest of us that are still genuine. Because I feel like what this dark energy that I see coming through all these portals is going to do, it's like, there's this really amazing audiobook called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. I recommend you guys check it out. It's an amazing audiobook. But I feel like in a lot of ways, that's kind of what I'm channeling right now. A lot of us are going to have to be on our toes and maybe outwitting and healing our own personal demons. I feel like either with this dark energy coming in, you're going to let this energy take over you and you become lower vibrational, or you see this energy, you feel it coming, and you transmute it. Right now is the time of alchemy. If you consider yourself a light worker, even a psychic, even if you read tarot cards, this is a very important time to put a lot of positivity into the collective. Spirit just wanted me to say that. But I'm going to pull a few cards on CERN, and then I'm not going to do any more because I feel kind of weird. CERN has a lot of collaborations with different people that give them money. So I just saw Two of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. And the Three of Wands. Okay, the deck is being stubborn. Ooh. Ten of Wands. I'm going to give it a few more shuffles. I feel like Ten of Wands is a representative of the energy that they want to send to us. They want to send us heavy, heavy energy. They want the rates of murder, trafficking, rape. They want all that stuff to go up. They do. With that Ten of Wands, that's what I heard. I heard they want all the crimes to keep going up and up and up and up and up. They want all the violence, everything to keep spiraling out of control. They want the young. Honestly, Spirit is telling me that they're targeting the minds of the young, which will be the most programmed through their phones. And that's actually where the biggest portal is in your phone. So CERN is just bigging up on the energy of a portal that's already put in front of everybody's faces every single day. You get me? Like I said, everything is tied in. The elite tied into the celebrities, tied into the people who control the media and the government. It's all tied in together. There is some kind of mission. I've been picking this up for a long time, that is going to cause humans to have to reset emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally. And I feel like this is it. Well, this is a part of it, but I feel like we've been in that vortex, if you want to call it that, since 2020, heavily. Energy around CERN. Yeah, you know what's crazy? This card was coming out earlier. So this is what I was saying about them sending out energy. The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is all basically, literally, all about sending out energy. What's CERN's goal? To get this energy out. And I feel like there's something that's happening behind the scenes that's happening even faster than we're getting the news of. Yeah, that's what I'm reading. You know, I'm hearing for spirit, be wary of a lot of the things you see and hear currently. Stay as grounded and as close to your intuition as you can. This CERN is sending out, like I said, energy that could either make people evolve in a higher vibration or a lower vibration, depending on the person. Yeah, Seven of Swords and the Ace of Wands. I was telling you guys, anger. It's like the going back to the Travis Scott portal, and then the vision of the CERN portal, and those two blending together. The mission is to send out this negativity. King of Swords. Yeah, more abrasiveness, more violence. Ace of Wands. There's something about violence here. I don't know if Spirit is trying to show me that they're sending out violent spirits. I feel that way a little bit. Like they're sending out chaotic spirits. And when people are in lower vibration, they're easier to possess. Oh my gosh. Two of Pentacles. More money shit coming up here from CERN. They definitely have deep connections. Deep connections. If we learn some of these connections, I'm telling you, with this Eight of Wands, the Devil card just poked out, and the King of Wands. I'm telling you, there's something here about sending out either negative thoughts to people or things that they know will make people more negative. Something here about alcohol and sex. Maybe, you know, there are certain spirits that make people want to have sex more, that make people want to drink more, do drugs more. With the Devil card too. And the Magician and the High Priestess. And the Page of Pentacles again. Three of Wands. There's something happening either overseas or across the ocean, or there's multiple of these portals across the ocean, across the way, across the sea. They're waiting on something to happen. It could be a certain moon plate. I'm having I feel like CERN could also be using the moon. And they'll do certain things with these portals during certain moon patterns. The Magician and the High Priestess is right here, honey. Okay? You don't even gotta read tarot to know what those mean. Definitely magic being done. Definitely, like I told you guys, that CERN commercial I saw, those people doing a ritualistic dance around the portal. It was just so weird and the Hanged One, yeah. This energy, what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to attack high vibrational people to make us lower, to put us in a lower vibration. And I believe that's why I had that vision the way I did, because I feel like they've been trying to pull the energy of hell up to here for a long time. because a lot of hellish shit already happens. There's a lot of dark portals that have already been opened by people doing magic. When you sit and cry somewhere and you're feeling emotional, that opens up a portal. And that's why it's important to cleanse your house, because everyone has something going on in their home, whether it be sometimes negative or positive. If you, like I said, if you consider yourself any kind of spiritualist, you do spiritual work, this is an important time to make sure you cleanse as often and as frequently as possible. I don't know why I feel emotional. Also, with the Judgment card and the Ten of Cups, I feel like families could be attacked. I'm getting something about twin flames. That's crazy. Maybe this is also an energy because as twin flames and soulmates merge together and actually share that heart chakra energy, it raises the vibration. So I'm also hearing something, the dark energy that is coming out with this Eight of Wands, all this energy being sent to us, a lot of it is meant to distract high vibrational people, and it's meant to tear apart twin flames and soulmates. With the Three of Wands, like I said, there's multiple of these facilities, ones that they're hiding overseas. Right now, meditation with the Hanged One, meditation is very, 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 very important. Like I said, especially if you consider yourself high vibrational, if you read tarot, if you're psychic, if you're a medium, whatever it is. It's time to double down on protection, yeah, justice, but God is saying that this won't prevail. The Eight of Wands can be like, the Eight of Wands is like, excuse my language, but the Eight of Wands is like pre-cum. Like it's not the full shot. It's like the half of the shot. And these people, all this energy, yeah, you see all this energy that they're putting into this, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because God is going to call justice. And with this Ace of Wands, I'm telling you, I'm picking up on anger. It's almost like they're sending out angry spirits, angry energy. And if people are already in a low vibration, they're going to be more affected. There's a really big, with these two cards coming out like this, there's a really big spiritual battle happening. A very big one. With the Justice card, it's saying stay close to your ancestors. The Ace of Wands can talk about burning candles and sending out positive energy. A lot of us need to practice this. Prayer and positive energy and positive affirmations. What's this? The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, more money. I'm telling you, if we were to find out who was like funding this, it would be crazy. And I told you guys, I had a vision of celebrities months ago, and I'm thinking of that same vision right now, and I'm telling you guys, all these groups work together. Celebrities, government, powers that be, whatever it is, they all are in cahoots. They all give each other money. There's a reason why there's stuff going on with the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. People don't know this, but Virgil Abloh, the man who just died of quote-unquote cancer, Virgil Abloh was supposed to be a part of the Ghislaine Maxwell trial. I feel like there's so many weird connections with so much weird stuff that happens, especially in this country, because this country's had a lot of dark energy for a long time. Before 2020, I felt a lot of, I don't want to use the word doom, but low key, that's what I was feeling, and my psychic gift wasn't even nowhere where it is right now. And I also feel like with this Pinnacle, a lot of us are gonna have to maybe work harder or save our money, or there's something about inflation with this Ace of Pentacles. Either it's like all of us, we're already working our asses off, we're already paying twice and three times for rent, bills, food. There's something here about our money being affected and they making sure our money being affected. The Judgment card and the Ten of Cups. I'm going to pull this Judgment card because once again, like I said, I'm going to reiterate it. God is not going to fully let what these people want to do happen. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, a lot of this dark energy has been going around, and if you are a little sensitive or empathic, you've definitely been feeling it. But like I said, with this judgment card, this is peak time of spiritual warfare. And it's really important that we, like I said, meditate as often as you can, get those positive affirmations. It's a lot of inner child healing too. I feel like there's a lot of darkness in that that's been coming from a lot of people. And with what this portal is meant to do, like I said, it's just meant to spread negative energy. And if you're already in a negative energy or feeling low, this is the time to work out of it. Get out of it. Push. I'm hearing push, 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 push. We're going to have to push harder than we've ever pushed before energetically, especially if you do spiritual work. A lot of pushing, a lot of moving, a lot of alchemy, a lot of transmuting of negativity that's being thrown our way at a very fast rate. And with that Eight of Wands, there's a lot of stuff being done very, very fast behind the scenes, behind our back. That could really affect us. And I'm getting a lot of it is like mental and spiritual. Like we're meant to be lower. They want us to be lower. They want us to be, kind of be like robots. I'm gonna pull one more. I don't like how I'm feeling right now. I feel very I feel a very weird energy on the right side of my body. So I'm gonna say divine feminines period. Be very careful at this time. I just had a very weird energy on the feminine side of my body. Be very careful at this time. Something about feminine energy, there's actually been a lot of cults. Okay, yeah, so I think this is why I'm feeling this way, because now I'm having a vision. There has been a lot of cults that have been looking for feminine sacrifices, and I really do feel the need to bring this up because I've been having visions of neighborhoods, but there's like a devil in the neighborhood that nobody knows about. And it's a vision that's been occurring for a little bit. Like I've been seeing apartment buildings and like suburbs, like suburbia. You know what I mean if you live in USA. I've been having visions of a devil sitting in a house that no one knows that that devil is in there. Same thing with apartment buildings. So, women, whoo, watch out. Okay, wait, a card just fell. I have to get. Yeah, Eight of Swords, man. Eight of Swords. There's a lot of there's a lot of mental trapping. My head just hurt so bad when I pulled that card. There's a lot of traps out here for us, man. With this Eight of Swords, Spirit plainly said that, and the way it flew out of my deck. There's hella traps out here ready to set up any single one of us by either any kind of addiction or any kind of generational warfare that we're going through. Like I said, the Ten of Cups, when it kept popping out the deck, it told me that a lot of dark spirits are being sent to break up homes, to break up families. I feel like this Eight of Swords is also talking about the collective in general and how a lot of people in the collective need to do mental work because the energy that's being thrown at us really fast with that Eight of Wands that's coming out is extraordinarily negative. And it can put people easily into the Eight of Swords if people don't spiritually protect themselves, do their mental work, and their inner child work. Because to me, the Eight of Swords also talks about still being stuck in that victim state, like, oh, my mom did this, my dad did this. This is a lot of I'm hearing like lineage for a lot of people. I feel like this energy is either going to bring up a lot of generational trauma, or it already has, or I think Spirit is saying that there's a lot of people that are dealing with generational trauma, but they're dealing with it in the aspect in the Eight of Swords. When you're like this, literally you're trapped. How are you going to handle anything? So I believe this is Spirit stepping in and telling me that a lot of people need to foresee on this kind of work, because what's happening and what's being thrown at us, not just with CERN, but there's a whole bunch of other stuff being thrown at us. I'm going to do a video about Beyonce and those 4 horses of the apocalypse, because Beyonce uses horses a lot, and she's been using horses a lot for this era, or whatever the hell she's calling it. And I feel a very and she had that picture in front of that portal. Listen, y'all better keep y'all eyes on these celebrities, y'all. These celebrities are showing y'all that they're working with all of these government things, and they're all in cahoots. Sorry, I just had a vision of that, but that was just something I had to say. Beyonce was standing in front of a portal with her arms open. Wow. Okay. Okay. Sorry, that was just a connection I made right now while talking. But this also is I feel like people just need more positive energy, and I feel like spirit is saying make sure that we say positive affirmations every day, because honey, this is some intense spiritual warfare. It is. It's hardcore. Like, literally, they're opening up portals to bring forth dark spirits that they know will affect the more lower vibrational people that are already struggling. Like, don't we see people? Oh, I haven't been on Instagram or social media in a long time, but I have a friend on social media, and I told her I had a dark vision, and she's like, you know what, Tati? A lot of people on social media have been saying they're depressed. Some people even been talking about suicide and all kinds of dark shit. So this Eight of Swords energy, yeah, this is the energy that they're sending out to keep us trapped and feeling like we can't dig our way out of what's in our minds. And that's nothing, there's nothing worse than being in a mental prison. And I believe this is what they want. But like I said, with that Judgment card and the Justice card, God's not going to let it happen that way. And people who are light workers, even if you're not, even if you're just an empath, it is our time to take on a stronger role like our ancestors did and tap into our healing bag. Get on your prayers, get on your positivity, get back into nature. There's something, the spirit keeps showing me nature, and I go outside a lot. I'm always outside. The freshest air, the best energy is outside. Spirit's been showing me visions of outside recently, and with this Eight of Swords, I feel like that's another thing. People need to get back outside. The swords also talk about communication, and I'm having a vision. I know this is the Eight of Swords, but I read tarot intuitively, and my third eye is not cracked. So I know we're seeing this girl surrounded by swords, but you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing a person surrounded by technology. Surrounded by phones, surrounded by media, surrounded by he say, she say, surrounded by programming, either from family or from friends. I feel like a lot of people need to break their programming. Yes, okay, thank you, Spirit. Come through, come through. A lot of people do need to break their programming. Whether it was from how they were raised, or social media, or porn, or whatever it is. Like I said, this is an influx of dark energy. So it's meant to get people back in the lower vibration, which honestly, the Eight of Swords to me is one of the lowest vibrating cards in the deck. You know, the damn devil's in the card. But when I see this card, I'm like, damn. Because this to me is like you being essentially a prisoner in your own body. And where does that lead to? Suicide. Why do we think a lot of people have been taking their lives, or people taking other people's lives? This is kind of their motive. Like I said, fear before faith. This is not to incite fear. But this is their motive. Not just CERN, but everyone they're connected to. The government, the powers that be. I told you guys, I feel occult energy. Like, I had a vision earlier of people with black cloaks on. Looks like they were doing a ritual. I feel like this goes deep. And that's why I feel like a lot of us, and I keep hearing during this reading, it's time for us to go deep into our spirit. Deep into our own minds, deep into our own healing, deep into what we need mentally, spiritually. Because with this Eight of Swords, it also talks about being spiritually attacked and psychically attacked. And that's definitely what's happening to us. The more and more they use this energy, these portals, not just CERN, but like I said, even Travis Scott and Astral World has some kind of connection to this, because that was a portal that Travis Scott opened. It was a portal for sure, 100%. And there were for sure dark entities coming right out. And if you, I'm sorry, but we all looked at Astral World, didn't we? Even if you didn't have social media, you saw it somewhere. That's how they send out the dark energy. And that's why I said I'm having a vision of this person surrounded by technology. Because that's how you pass along energy. This is deep. I might have to make a part 2. I'm going to do other readings though next. So yeah, I'm gonna make this a part 2 and see how much deeper we can go with this. I'm hearing Psalm 91. If you've been having anxiety, or if you're an empath, or you feel a lot, clairsentient, um, try to play the Psalms when you sleep, or playing certain, like I'm hearing a lot of trumpet, spiritual music, gospel, psalms. Like if you feel anxious or you feel fear sometimes, like if you're one of those people that like to look up conspiracies, but then you find yourself getting freaked out, be careful with that. Or tarot too. I tell you guys all the time, don't watch tarot with your third eye closed. And I know most people haven't even started working on their third eye. So this is just a message to, I feel like, push us all in the right direction. Like I said, there can't be fear and faith in the same sentence. I'm led by faith. I want you guys to be too. So I'm going to do a part 2. I love you guys. I'll be back on.